where it's not like very blended together. It's very like, here's the white, here's the crease color, here's that darker crease color layered on top, here's the lighter color below it, if that makes sense. It's like literally like paint by numbers, which is fine. Like, you know, that was the makeup at the time. That was like the trend. So I'm trying to obviously achieve the same look. And now he actually went pretty low with the placement of this crease color. It wasn't like, you know, what you'll see me do on my channel, which is like everything goes up. I blend everything upward, out and up. Like that's like my style, right? And that's more modern. And but when you look back at like her eye makeup, it definitely went further down than I would typically do. I'm gonna split the difference in terms of that, like that look. I'm not gonna drag down my eyes too much because I also want to probably wear this throughout the day and I don't want to look like I'm wearing a costume. And this is where it's like, you know, take these tips and take the makeup look, but modernize it and tweak it to what's going to look best on you, especially for Halloween. Like if you're going to dress up as someone, especially like someone as iconic as Marilyn Monroe, you still want to feel confident, right? And you don't want to feel like your makeup is like dating you or making you look older or it's just not flattering. So we're pulling inspiration, but we're tweaking it a teeny bit. Wiping off the excess of that shadow, I'm going to flip to the very last shade in this palette, which is a much deeper, very neutral brown. It's actually almost more of like a cool brown. And I'm going to start to build up the intensity in the outer portion of my eye and then lightly shade it directly on top of that first shade. And it's just going to give us even more depth in the crease. I'm assuming the reason why he did this and the way he overlapped and layered these shadows was because he wanted to create the illusion of like a deeper eye socket. And so by shading this area, you're going to create the optical illusion that you have a deeper set eye. Let's tackle these eyebrows. I'm going to go in with a pencil. This is from NYX. It's the Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Ash Brown. I'm going to use this very lightly. Going back to me not wanting this to be costumey, I'm not going to lighten my brows like crazy. I am going to go a little bit lighter than I normally would, even though, you know, I have black hair, so almost black hair. She obviously did not, and she had much more like taupey, like ash blonde brows. I'm going to get closer to that, but I'm going to like split the difference, so it's a little more modern. I'm going to start with the peak. Trying to look straight ahead when I'm doing this because the more